What? What's up, everybody? I'm almost there with you. I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Here I come. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Sure, I can't even waste my own time. Tonight's presentation. I think you gotta like it if you're struggling with budgeting. I think you will like it tonight. Happy freaking Wednesday to everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed your day. I just got off one Zoom meeting. Some good folks. Okay, here I come. And I'm looking for my hat. I'm gonna have to do this. All right, guys. Let me double check 1 second. Where we at? I feel like, you see me? All right. Check Facebook. Microphone. This microphone. Yeah, you would think I ought to get this down packed by now, guys, but Jesus. I got 2 microphones on. And I'm going to share this on my Facebook. Just double checking with Facebook, guys. And then as well as the YouTube channel. And then and then let's rock this. Let's rock this. I'm excited about tonight. We're going to share this. And let me get back to Instagram. Are you ready to go? Firstly, happy freaking Wednesday, everyone. I think I got set up. All right, I'm all set up. I have to put on some white because I feel like I was looking kind of crazy. All right. Let me make sure this is on properly. Y'all, bear with me. This is my first week doing this stuff, man. And I'm just really grateful for everyone, the comments, the people who hit me up privately. And we're going to continue to get better and better because that's what practice and repetition does. And so I'll be able to better teach you what you need to do and what you need to know and things like that. So let's get going. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. So I got coins up, of course. And with coins, if you guys follow me on Facebook, it's live from MJ Bridges and Young and Debt Free page on Facebook and YouTube. My YouTube, they wouldn't allow me to put the Young and Debt Free in the link, but we'll get that together eventually. All right, y'all. So I am really trying to get everything together. I really feel like this has been a long time coming. If you out there and you are for real trying to do this like social media thing and build a brand and business, like, so power to you. It's so many avenues to this and so many learning experiences every single day and every single moment, every single time with it. And so I'm in the process of still establishing a system. And I know for sure this is going to be a part of my system. So me being comfortable, me engaging with you. What's up? Is that Suma? Happy Wednesday to you, man. It's my brother. That's my dog. I love peanuts, unsalted. Let me get this out the way. I don't like how that looked back here. But yeah, this has been such a journey, and I purchased so many things. I've heard, I've listened. So I hope that we're on this journey together, and I'm here to help you, and you're going to be helping me too. Because as a teacher, I like to call myself as an educator. I'm always learning. I'm a learner forever. All right, nonstop. So, and what I learn, as long as it meets the mission, it can help you, I'm going to share it. Okay, I'm going to share it. So, coins, of course, if you don't know, those are my steps to debt freedom, and it says financial success. And we're on I today, implement your budget. So if you was on yesterday, you know that I talked about like getting yourself organized. I talked about your debts. I talked about all your bills, like understanding how much money you spend a week, how much money you're spending every 2 weeks, how much money you're spending for the month. That's what I talked about yesterday. All right. And so now that you understand, you know, all your minimum payments, you understand your APR on the debt that you have, you know, all of your debt, and you know how much money you need to survive. Let's create a budget now. All right. Let's create a budget. And let me tell you about a budget, because I love budgets. Okay. I sit in front of my personal budget probably for hours. And probably for hours, and I try to figure out different ways to extract more money from my budget. Okay, and I also try to improve my budget by looking at the categories. Okay, did I overspend on, or if like power bill, just really depends. We entertain a lot, so it can go up and down. But you know, if the power bill is excessive, yeah, I start questioning. Okay, what was we doing? Did we keep it on the TV too much? All these lights, we have a lot of LED lights in my apartment. So things of that nature. I do look at that. Also, um, we looking at, of course, grocery and eating out is like the biggest item that's just really huge that a lot of people talk about. So what are the ways that you can improve on that? So I have a few different things I talk about the budget. I don't want to keep rambling off. We already 9 minutes past 9:30 Eastern time. So again, I hope y'all had a good day, and let's get going. Okay, let's get going. So, okay, saving tips. So firstly, I'm gonna talk about some saving tips for your budget. And the saving tip, why does this look different than yesterday's? 1 second, guys. I'm doing something wrong. Clearly, this easel, this tripod should have been turned the other way. Okay, I was wondering why I seem to. Second. All right. So I'm going to share saving tips. All right. So some saving tips for your budget. So what is this about? Sometimes people ask, or people say like, I don't have enough money to do this, or you know, they make excuses about maybe becoming debt free or putting extra money up to invest, or just whatever it is they're trying to do. And what I like to do with people when they do that, so well, let's go over your budget. Let's go over your expenses. How are you tracking your expenses? So when it comes to saving tips, I always like to say, well, let's start with your budget. You'll be surprised if you making money, you get paid every 2 weeks or whatever. And if you're not using every cent, there's some money probably left over. There's some ways that we can save some money. All right. You got to think of streaming services, guys, that's going on. I know if you like me, you may get a little, what's the word I'm looking for here? Confused, or you just miss your thoughts on, like, for instance, this is what I'm trying to say, like HBO Max, because we have AT&T, HBO Max gave us 12 months free. But sometimes we forget about them 12 months, that after 12 months, and they start charging you, right? Same thing, I think Disney Plus, I think Sprint at one point, or AT&T also gave a free or access to Disney Plus. But then after those months, they start charging you. So if you're like me, you probably will sign up for those free streaming services that's a limited amount of time, but then you forget about it, and then it causes you to Well, it takes money out your budget when you start paying for it. And then you get too lazy to even cancel it. All right. If you're guilty, raise your hand. All right. That's so real. You get too lazy to cancel it. So one of the things I was thinking about when it comes to saving tips is this. Hopefully you guys can see it. Cashback apps. So if you using cashback apps, please drop the name of it if you can right there in the comments. Let me know so maybe I can use it and then I can share with other people and you can share with other people. We are here to help each other. I know that I have Amazon Prime and I go to Whole Foods pretty much 70% of the time now for little grocery and snacks and things like that. So I use my cashback app inside of because Amazon owns Whole Food, you can scan, of course, and it'll give you cash back. I know yesterday I got a message that said I had like $35, right, back from using the card. I don't know if that was for the month or what. I have to look into it, but that's additional money. Additional money I could put towards somewhere else. So again, that's another savings tip. So cashback app. I know a lot of people talk about iBota. I believe I've never used it, but if you have, please let me know. There's also like different grocery apps. If you download like Publix, I know that they have like special discounts. If you have the app, if you shop at Publix, guys, please take advantage of that. It may take 12 minutes of your time to download the app. And if it really works out for you that you shop there so much, utilize those returns. Now, that don't mean go and get any and everything. Of course, we won't do that, especially with food. We just don't go to the grocery store getting any and everything. We might do that for like shopping or something. Sometimes we pick up something we really don't need. But when it comes to food, I'd be serious about like, look, we gonna eat this? Is this gonna spoil in the refrigerator? Like, what is it? But please take advantage of that. Cashback apps. Again, if you're very familiar with really cool cashback apps that kicks you money, like please drop it in the comment. Utilities, turn it off lights, TV. Again, I just talked about that. I know we have a lot of LED lights in our house and things like that, and we leave the TV on pretty much until we wake up in the middle of the morning and we cut it off. But this is a big savings tips. Packing your lunch, of course. I'm not gonna read all these and go through them because you can get the idea. Couponing. There's definitely some dope couponers out there. You've seen the articles, the things that go viral. You know people in your family, might be yourself. Couponing is huge. Again, if you just take time to sit with your budget, and you could do stuff like this. You could start maybe on Saturday mornings before you go out to work out, before you go out to enjoy yourself on your Saturday. Take 40 minutes and sit there and maybe collect some coupons, and you can plan ahead for going to the grocery store. Or you can look at that app for the grocery store and say, hey, they have these on sale. If we buy these, which we typically do get this item, we can get some cash back. All right. Missing out on employee discounts. That is huge. I'm the educator here and I always miss out on employee discounts. I don't even know why, but there's a whole website on my district's website of different discounts we can get from car rentals and things of that nature. And especially if you have like a credit card, I know that like if you use credit cards or whatever, like I'm now comfortable. I use credit cards for most of my expenses, and some of my cards I use to get discounts or cashbacks or something like that. For example, I'm going to Arizona next weekend, and like I have a few American Express cards, and like I know that American Express takes pretty good care of takes care of my insurance is like another type of insurance for renting a car, as long as we get the car under the card. So that's a whole nother topic on like credit card perks and things like that. But yeah, that's something to really think about. Of course, automation. Automation is huge. You usually save a month. And there's different companies that's definitely like, yo, if you automate it, it saves you $5, $7 a month or something like that, maybe up to $10 a month. So automation is pretty big. Some people don't believe in it. I love automation. I don't have to think about it. I know the money's going to be in the account. And if it's not, I usually can be able to call right away and get it paused or go online and pause it or something. So again, these are saving tips for your budget. And it's for those people that also always saying like, I have trouble saving, or I don't really have an additional money in my budget to put towards debt. You probably do if you sit there and you look at your items and you look at your expenses and you figure out ways to cut. No one's saying go cold turkey on anything, but you can cut back on some things that's maybe excessive. Another thing that I like is planning ahead. So planning ahead. So this is just, it's funny. I just got off a phone call with my line brothers. I'm an Alpha, shout out to the bros. And we go on a line trip every year. I'm very fortunate to be a part of this group. We we bond, we act like we 21 again, but then we also just bond and we talking about good things and inspiring and motivating one another. And we go to a different city every year, but we plan for it, right? I know that trip is going to come. I put money to the side a month for it. Just simple as that. Like I put money to the side. I know that my birthday's in June. I know that June is pretty lit. It's like the start of the summer. I'm a teacher, so that's we're out for the summer. It's just always like a good month to do things. So I plan for stuff like that. So I used to be irrational and not plan, all right, and just go with the flow. But you will find it super beneficial if you just put like $10 up to the side for something. All right, it sounds small, but once you, but the big thing is like getting you to the habit of planning. So for planning, and I hope you can see that, you plan it for birthdays. All right, you guys got parents and you always want to give your parents something. You have children, you plan ahead. All right, put something to the side each month so nothing comes up. Car maintenance, that's that emergency fund. We're going to talk about that shortly on how you should have an emergency account, because we're talking about our budget now. We're talking about items in our budget that we can improve. All right. So when it comes to your budget, of course, planning ahead is very critical. Taxes. Oh my goodness. Like how many of us plan for taxes? Keep it 100. How many of us plan for taxes? I'm going to admit, I don't plan well for taxes. It's in my head. I know that I may owe maybe this month or something like that, but I don't set out and have a plan. And I was listening to the Budgetnista, and she's like thebomb.com. But she was saying how she has a whole separate account for that, and she puts money to the side. And so that's something that's definitely in my 2021 goals. As I continue to maybe make more money. Well, I will be making more money this year. So that's something I'm trying to put to the side, especially when it comes to my business. So, organization, annual dues, pet care. Those of you who've had animals, like how are you planning for that? So these are things that we typically forget. Holiday expenses, house maintenance. I don't own a home, but if you do, you understand that sometimes things break. So again, though, these are just a list of things that we just tend to forget. We're so busy, we're so caught up with everything that we don't plan for these things, and it catches us up. And a lot of times just puts us back in debt, especially if you don't have a plan for it and you don't have like an emergency fund, especially when it comes to car maintenance and things like that, deaths in the family. All right. People die. That's the world we live. People die. So how do you plan ahead for something like that? All right. The timing. Last but not least, the high five banking method and cash flow. So when it comes to budgeting, I've been using the high five banking method, and this is by Poised Financial Life. Poised Life Finance. I should know her name by heart. She's gonna kill me. But I integrated, I should say, or used another personal finance coach, Budget. All right. She is the bomb. And I really merged it with some of the things that I was doing and some other things I learned even too from the Budgetnista. So again, I'm learning. I've learned and how to improve my budget, because the budget that I was on when I was eliminating debt was a little more one-sided. It was very extreme. And I don't promote it actually right now. I don't promote it. I promote this one. This one's a more, I feel like, balanced approach. It's a more insured and secured approach to budgeting. And this is what it is. So this is what I love. All right, I'll show you. So you have this. So you've probably seen me share this before, but I'll try to explain it as much as I can without having like a curse or anything like that. But so this is like if you work like a traditional job where you get paid twice a week, all right? So you have payday one, which is on my left side. If you're looking at this, I don't know if it's on your left side, but it says payday one up there. And when you get paid, you have money cash flowing into two different accounts. Okay. One account I call it, well, one check is two checking accounts. One of the checking accounts is your primary account, and then that's where you pay like your bills and stuff from. All your bills come out. If you can see under bills, I have different items like utilities, medicine, household items, pet care, car insurance, things of that nature. Okay. And then you will figure out a total of what that is just for week one and week two. So again, we separating the paychecks, basically, your paycheck schedule. Now, after you pay your bills, you can automate the savings number 1, 2, and 3, and send money towards those accounts. And or you can manually just send money to those accounts. Like for me, I just manually do it right now still. I'll manually send money from my checking number 1, my primary checking, to those 3 accounts right there. Now, what are in those 3 accounts? Those 3 accounts are savings accounts. And for me, they're online. They're online accounts. And I have my emergency, and I have a debit card and everything with it. All right. But I have my emergency fund. I have my event fund. That's that planning ahead that we just talked about. That's the, a wedding is coming up this year. I know my niece is graduating high school this year, and I have to fly out to Arizona again. It's like, really going to Arizona a lot. Fly out to Arizona for that. Big annual events, like I said, my line trip or going home, doing the 4th of July is what I typically do. Big turn-ups like homecoming. Those are things I know that's going to happen. Those are things that I'm planning for. And then last but not least, you have your third savings, which I like to call like more your big investments. And during that account right there, we're looking at your house, your investment accounts, your money goals. What are your big money goals? What is the money you can kind of take maybe risk for, or maybe you're saving for retirement and things of that nature. And then on the other side, where it says checking number 2, we're still in payday number 1, but it's checking number 2 here. On payday number 1, that's your separate debit card where you're going to have fun. You turn it up, you're doing your thing. All right. That's when you're going to brunch. All right. Especially, but the brunch culture is real. So that's when you're going to brunch on. You got money in there, and that money is actually automated, like from your checking when you get paid. So you get paid from your job. So set it up with your job. If they can't do it, well, you can manually do it. But set up with your job and say, hey, X amount of dollars need to go to my checking number 2. And primarily, most of my money needs to go to checking number 1. All right. But checking number 2, again, that's when you turn up. That's when you're having fun. So this approach here is giving you a pathway to have fun. A budget don't have to be something that's like putting you in a corner and not allowing you to have fun and enjoy life. I mean, you got to pay yourself and enjoy yourself. And so that's why I love this approach right here. All right. And of course, if you look at payday number 2 on the opposite side, that's week 3 and week 4. Now, of course, the numbers will look different because in week 3 and week 4, for the most part, I'm sure most of us, we're not paying rent in the middle of the month. Okay. We're not paying rent on the 15th or 16th of the month. So your bills total will be less, right? Will most likely be less. And maybe you're not putting as much into your event or savings fund as you would in payday number one, and vice versa. Okay, you understand. Also, the numbers will be different on each side because, of course, once you pay a bill for the month, you paid it for the month. So if you pay the bill on the 3rd, you ain't got to worry about it till next year. I mean, next month. So you ain't got to think about it on the next paycheck. You know, that's how we say on the first. Some people usually say, I got paid on the first of the month and all my money gone. So you probably pay all your bills the first of the month or the first half of the month. But again, I like this approach. I came up with this graphic here, or this design, if you will, just to show you how you can cash flow your money. And I find it very effective. I find it really good too for eliminating debt because you have remaining income. Now, when it comes to debt payments, if you notice under the bills category, you have minimum debt payments. And I said just minimum. So that's your total minimum payment. So say if you have 7 cards and they're all like minimum of $30 or whatever. So that's $210. But you know, you want to pay one of them off. Well, after you fund all the other accounts, like your fund account, your emergency account, your event fund, your savings account, at the end, you have a remaining income. You know, once you subtract it from your, once you subtract everything at the end on the bottom here, it says remaining income. So that's the remaining money you have for the month. That's after paying all your bills. That's after putting money into your emergency fund. That's after putting money into your savings. That's after having fun. You was turned up already. Now you got money left over. So what do you do with it? This is where I'm gonna go to this. You take that remaining income. So if you see this on the first half of the month, the remaining income is only $10. So you really just you went to a zero-based budget right there. All right, where you took all your income and you went right to zero. And well, about zero. Yeah, $10. And then on the other side though, you have $625 left. So you have $635 left for the month and you didn't even know it. Why? Because you didn't budget. Like you didn't budget. You didn't itemize. You didn't categorize your money. You didn't know what you were spending. You just go out every weekend or all during the weekend, just spend money frivolously, all right, and irrationally. And you don't take control of your money and control of your budget. All right. So, but you have $635. What could you do with that? Depending on your goals. But if you like me and you want to become debt free or you want to achieve that freedom, you could take that $635 and you can put it on a debt. Again, you already paid the minimum payments. All bills are paid, baby. Your bills are paid. But you got more money now to take that and bam, chop it on the debt. All right, chop it on the debt. And that goes back to what we talked about yesterday with your priority, your debt priorities. So this $635 here, this $625 plus $10 could go towards whatever is on your debt priority list. If you want to pay off your, like using credit cards, pay high credit cards, guys, take money from you. All right, high interest credit cards, pay that off. That's what that money is for. So we found extra money. And looking at the budget like this too, I love it because you can look and say, okay, you know what? Subscriptions, I don't even be watching Disney Plus like I thought I was gonna watch it. You remember how we saw hype for Disney Plus? I don't even be watching that shit like that. All right, you can take that off. That saves you an additional what, like $12 a month or so. Add that to the $235. I mean the $635. All right. Same thing. When you may look at like pet care if you have a pet. Taking my pet to get that additional, I don't know, service for hair or nails or whatever. Maybe I could do that or teach myself how to do that. Or maybe I can get my family member to help take care of something like that. So y'all get the picture with that. You can go and look at these items and you can figure out where you can tweak it and where you can save on it. Or like I said, how you can use perks like these cashback apps and get some money back from what you're doing. Of course, you know that like beauty, if you're buying certain beauty products, all right, well, find out ways you can get cash back for buying those products or discounts or for getting those products. And that saves you money in different categories, which saves you in a category, which saves you money overall, right? So I think, yeah. So again, um, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I feel like I've been really talking. Like, I think we'll be going on for a strong like 25 minutes. Yeah, yeah. That's why I like it. All right, yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Again, this is my first week doing this stuff. I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to help. And again, I'm sitting here learning. I'm looking forward to really advancing this and expanding this. Because I know there's so many of us that's struggling with debt, struggling with mismanaging money and not being organized about money. And so that's what I'm here for, to help you become debt free and to start your investment journey. All right. And to start your investment journey. But I'm a huge advocate of getting rid of the debt, y'all. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I know when I had it, I was so stressed. I always thought about bills. I couldn't take the money that I needed to really do what I wanted to do in life and to really explore other passions. And I started thinking like, damn, what did I go to school for? Like, what did I do this? But I had to change that mentality, because really it was my fault that I put myself in all that debt. You know, it was my fault. So I had to get out of it. And I worked my butt off for 5.5 years to eliminate nearly $100,000 of debt. And you may not even have near that, you may have over that, but whatever you have is possible. You can eliminate it. You can eliminate it. You can get rid of it. And it's just a whole different lifestyle, a whole different vibe of seeing your money, a whole different vibe of being able to make decisions that you couldn't make before because you were stuck with so many bills. I don't think we put on this earth, guys, to always be paying bills, or at least be worried about paying bills. All right. Now I know that we're gonna have to pay some bills. All right, bills got to be paid, but we shouldn't have to be stressed about paying our bills. Okay. So I truly believe if you be very intentional about it, if you keep yourself organized, if you develop a plan, and I love budgets, because it's a plan, it's a map. If you develop a plan, you can find more money in your budget. You can use that money to eliminate debt. You can use that money to invest, maybe make more money. It's right there for you. All right. So I'm gonna close off like that. It's past my bedtime. Oh God. God, why? Why am I 32? But thank you all again. Tomorrow I'll come back with some really some debt-free strategies. I think we'll be more intentional. It's called N is for nail down debt. We'll talk about the snowball method, but we're also going to talk about different things that you could do with like credit cards, like specific debts. I'll try to get that on here. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time. Again, thank y'all so much. This again. I feel good, and we're gonna grow together. We're gonna get this money. We're gonna make money. And so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern, 9:30 Eastern. And if you want to, what's up, Q Shab? Ain't that Q? Man, y'all, the Mayweather man is a cool dude. I remember him when I was like in seventh grade at Jefferson, playing basketball and stuff. But he was like I said, almost like a mentor, older positive person in the neighborhood. I'm gonna put it like that. But not like older. I made you seem like you was real old, bro, right there. I mean, you only like 3 or 4 years older. But God bless you, bro. But yeah, 9:30 Eastern tomorrow. We're going to also look at again specific strategies on paying off credit cards. We're gonna talk about the debt snowball method. Yeah. Oh, even a car. Got some methods. If you have a car all day, bro, all day. If you're struggling with like car loan debt, or you're trying to figure out like how to get rid of it, or different ways to get rid of your car, maybe refinancing. Also got some strategies for that tomorrow. So again, I just thank y'all so much. And I'm excited. I'm happy about this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm real happy about this. It took me a while to get to even this moment. And so I appreciate all of you, the text messages, the inboxes, just whatever. Like, I don't know, the vibe just been real cool. So I hope your vibe is as good as mine. And bow, bow, bow. I gotta show y'all that one day, okay? Okay, I gotta wait, bow, bow, bow. But we gonna get to that. Okay, we gonna get to that. All right. It's past my bedtime, y'all. Wherever you at, have a good night. And then I'll see you tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern. So let's go. I'm gonna say this video to IG TV, and I know it also is going to be on YouTube. So just in case. All right, peace out. Send people on my Facebook. Thank you. All right, let me get off IG. Peace.